Major Mohammed Shah also live with us on the broadcast. He's a defense expert. Thank you, sir, for joining us this fine morning. What's your first reaction to these Chinese jets which were seen flying near the Japan airspace? It's very interesting to note that the Chinese and Russian jets undertook this activity at a time when the Quad summit had just concluded.
Meenakshi, does China would not be knowing or Russia would not be knowing that there's a Quad summit going on? Of course they would be knowing. So it was a very, very deliberate attempt to actually convey a message with their own means by not even violating the airspace. What were they trying to do? They were trying to send a message across that, okay, you are having a Quad meeting and you would be speaking majorly against China. You are trying to cover actions. Here we go. So here China and Russia which is already at war, which is actually having a difficult life, both of them. But yes, at the same time, Russia is a friend as well. But China very smartly has taken them into confidence and got the Russian aircraft as well. So it was, when the meeting was going on, it's like somebody in your boardroom is having a meeting against an employee. And that employee is trying to threaten by something that do not discuss me. Otherwise, this is what I can do. But at the end of the day, it would be only be a mere threat. That employee would not be able to do anything inside the boardroom. Exactly same thing. The same analogy over here I'm giving for everyone to understand and everyone can connect with it. That they can only growl, they can only bark, China, but they cannot bite. They didn't even dare to violate the airspace. So I mean, what can we say more? I mean, it only shows how paranoid China is with the Quad meeting, Meenakshi.
Well, it exposes China's paranoia, and there's no doubt about that. But it isn't just about, of course, direct, security apparatus. Overall, when it comes to the warfare against China, and I'm sure Major Mohammed Shah, you'd agree with Ambassador Goyal here, that at the end of the day, there are a plethora of things, be it economy, be it supply chain, even pharma, space sector, technology, all of that cooperation and more can actually help the Quad nations counter China and keep its hegemonic and expansionist activities at bay, isn't it?
Absolutely, Meenakshi. I totally agree with Ambassador Goyal. In fact, China will never improve. They will continue with their ill feeling. They will continue with it. You cannot really control them, but you can curb them to a large extent. And that's what Quad is trying to do. Now, what is the meaning of getting 6 bomber aircraft flying? They were not a normal passenger aircraft or a goods aircraft. No, they were bomber aircraft. There were 2 Zion H-6 bombers which were spotted flying over the East China Sea and the Sea of Japan. Along with 2 Russian Tu-95 bombers. From the morning until afternoon on May 24th. Now, when Tu-95 bombers, these are dangerous aircraft, they are fighter jets. When these bombers are flying there, they definitely are trying to convey a message. Now, one Russian 20 electronic intelligence aircraft was also spotted, which means they were trying to gather inputs as well. So China's activities, they will never improve, but yes, as Ambassador Goyal rightly says, we can curb them to a large extent, and that's what we are doing, Meenakshi.
Fair enough, of course, as far as the Quad is concerned, yesterday and in the last 2 days, rather, they showed unity.